it's my pleasure to welcome our next speaker, Professor Tanay Uyar from Turkey, Eurosolar Turkey, one of the first pioneers of renewable energy in Turkey. Tanay started working for wind power more than 20 years ago, and he's been a board member and a vice president of the World Wind Energy Association for many years now. Tanay, are you ready to start? You're still
yes,
muted.
I'm ready to start. Let me share my presentation.
Very good. So Tanay, I'm pleased to announce that you're going to talk about Turkey, the situation in Turkey. Of course, a very interesting market for wind power in particular. Then I'd hand over to you, and floor is yours.
Thank you very much. I just will share my presentation first. Yes, I think you can see it now, huh? No problem.
Yes.
Okay. So now I think it's okay. Okay. Thank you very much for organizing as our association. I would like to, in short, be very brief to show you what happened in Turkey regarding wind energy projects. This is Turkish Wind Energy Association statistics report, which I am the founder of from 1980s. So each year our association publishes this report. This is a statistic report. This is January. And as you see in this figure, this is the cumulative installations of wind power plants in Turkey. In 2010, we had 1,375 megawatt. Now it is more than 9 gigawatts. And this is the annual installations. As you see, in 2016, we had a big jump. And now in 2020, we have 1,224. So the potential is huge, but slowly by slowly, renewable energy is getting in the picture of Turkey. Now altogether, we have about 15% from non-hydro renewables already. And the new feed-in tariff, the support is about $4 something. The projects after June 2021, the unlicensed applications will get such a price. So this is how the monthly electricity production of wind turbines in Turkey, and July, August, and January and December looks nice. And the share of wind energy is really getting bigger and bigger. Now on the average, it's 8.4%, and some months it becomes about 10%, little bit more than 10%. I'm not talking about daily records, but on the average, monthly 10%, definitely, and on the whole year, it's 8.44% of all electricity consumed in Turkey comes from wind energy. So that's how the investors are successful. We have Polat Energy, Güriş Demirer, and Borusan as the leaders. Then we have many companies doing good work in Turkey. And these are the type of wind turbine manufacturers. Mainly in the market, we have Nordex, Enercon, Vestas, General Electric, and Siemens Gamesa. And these are the region-wise. We have, in Turkey, Aegean Sea, section of Anatolia, Marmara region, Mediterranean, Central Anatolia, Black Sea, Southeastern Anatolia, and Eastern Anatolia. and now Ege and Marmara in the western part of the country. The Marmara region, border to Bulgaria and Greece, and Thrace region of Turkey, and southern Marmara also, and Aegean part, mainly about 6 or 7 gigawatt is installed over there. So this is according to the cities of Turkey. We have Izmir, Western Anatolia, Balıkesir, Çanakkale, Thrace region, Manisa, Western Anatolia. Hatay is a Syrian site, southeastern Anatolia of Turkey. And we have very potential sites over there. And all cities almost all over the country. In general, when I prepared Turkish Wind Atlas in 1989 with the support of State Planning Organization, at that time, our declaration was about, together with Advan Vaik, who was doing a study with OECD countries' potential. At that time, Germany's potential in that document was 8 gigawatt, and we have arrived to a value of 83 gigawatt for Turkey. And so Turkey is under 35 to 40% availability of wind we have. So still we have some way to go. So this will definitely help the transition of Turkish cities to 100% renewable energy, which with my students, we are working about on 40 cities to realize this end. So these are the wind power plants under construction. You see now in July 2020 and January 2021, we have about 4 gigawatt in 2020 and 2021. We have about 5 gigawatt wind farms being constructed. And this is how it is relative to the investors. We have about 35 investors, companies working on the construction of the new wind farms. So these are the new ones which are being constructed. They prefer to use General Electric, Nordex, Vestas, Enercon, and Siemens Gamesa wind power, wind equipment, windmills. And the region-wise, 1.5 gigawatt we have in the Marmara region again, and the other regions are more going slowly in the construction side. And this is for the cities. We have Istanbul this time, and Sakarya, and Çanakkale, Yalova, and Balıkesir. These are the northwestern part of Turkey, a little bit upper than Aegean. Then we have some licensed wind power plants. This is how it is distributed to the companies. And one company, Universal Wind, has about 200 megawatt wind farm licensed. And this is again Marmara, basically. And they are in Istanbul, this company. And we have pre-licensed wind farms. One of them is an auction, 1,000 megawatt is being constructed. This is pre-licensed. And we have another about 3 or 4 gigawatt pre-licensed wind power plants. And this pre-licensed wind power plants are located in Marmara, Central Anatolia, Eastern Anatolia, Mediterranean Sea, and Black Sea. These are the tenders from the authority, and whoever gives the minimum price, they did win those tenders. And of course, this time it's all over the country because the sites are selected by the authority. Okay, that's the overall picture of what we are doing in Turkey. We are about a little bit more than 10 gigawatt, and together with the constructed ones will be about 15 gigawatt. That was why we were mentioning in 1990s, we were saying that it would be possible to reach 20 gigawatt in 2020 in Turkey. Even with this natural gas factor, natural gas agreements made, take or pay agreements, and they had a factor in slowing down the energy efficiency improvements plus renewable energy. But now with renewable energy so cheap to produce electricity, everybody is willing to go in that direction. Investors and even the decision makers think that this is a good way to handle the budget deficits of the country. So that's my presentation. If there is any question, I could be very happy to answer.
Yeah, thank you very much, Tanay. I think that is very good to see that the Turkish market has substantial size and that wind power plays a substantial role on the Turkish wind energy market, on the Turkish energy market. It's really has become, I think, almost a pillar of the electricity supply. Of course, we hope that in the future it will only be renewables. You're always organizing these conferences annually about 100% renewable energy. If you just want to briefly mention the dates of the conference, I think this is a good opportunity here.
So this year we are organizing since Sarıgerme workshops, which we did organize, and we were together with Stefan Zenger also and many other people, Andrew Garat and every people who did contributed to wind energy in Turkey. We did organize about 20 workshops in 1980s, and we did kindly interact with our colleagues who are more experienced in Europe. And now we are carrying this further in Istanbul with IRENEC conferences. This year it will be the 11th one of the renewable energy, 100% renewable energy conferences. Earlier we were saying that yes, it's possible and it will be possible. Let's do something together. Let's speed up type of thing. Now this year, IRENEC conference, after all the efforts of all colleagues globally, now it is European Green Deal, integration of renewables, global transformation, so all the innovations, and we are organizing this on 20 to 22 May in Istanbul, online. The last year's one is in our webpage already, which is irenec.org. You can see 3 days conference last year with participation of all people from Mark Jacobson and many people all over the world. So I think it's time to sit together, work together, and reach the target together without turning our face to the problem. Huh?
So 2 weeks from now, irenec.org, people can join that event as well. And of course, the main message, 100% renewable energy worldwide. I think that is the mission that we are all following here. We're all supporting. And thank you again for your presentation.
And that's irenec.org. I think we are just following the line of the Paris Agreement and European Green Deal, which is from European Parliament initiative. We have the European Commission implementing it.
Tanay, our next speaker is, I know, a little bit short of time, so let's go to the next speaker and you type the date maybe again here in the chat.